Hello, great people. The governor of Rivers State, Fubara, has disclosed that if he has his way, he doesn't want to return to the office of the governor of Rivers State. People are shocked by this reaction because Fubara sound defeated and conquered. In a moment, I'll leave you to watch the video of when the governor made that statement. Then when we come back, we'll be looking at what could have prompted the governor to make that particular statement. What is the heat that the governor is feeling? And what is the hope for the governor to retain back his seat and be a man of himself? And what is the political implication of all of this? What is the implication for Nigeria's democracy? And of course, the Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Wike will be dissecting this and a whole lot more on this episode with your show blog, Dr. Omoshola. First, let us go and watch the video of the governor Siminalayi Fubara. Then we come back for some great discussion. Let's watch.
What I need now, even some of you, have you asked yourself, do you think I am even interested in going back there? I want to ask you, don't you see how better I look? Do you think I'm interested in it? If I have my way, I say it's here. This is an altar of God. I don't wish going back there. My spirit has left that place long ago. So all this, I want everybody to focus. Please, it's not everything you do, you think. There are some fights you don't fight. There are some things you don't do because you need to ask the person. Does he want it? Have peace. If you have known me, you've been seeing me, you can see I look better now. In as much as we have things that we need to do for our state, we know people have made sacrifice for us, and we, one way or the other, have to stand by them. Does not mean that we should start firing without any target. We need to be focused. Our evening here is about Patlak. It's not Oshobe, it's Fubara, Oshobe, same place. I want that. And like I said, it's about Patlak. Every other thing that is said here, every other admonition by whoever is your personal view. It does not speak or does not present the purpose of this evening. Don't do things because you want to do them. Do the things I want. I am the one wearing the shoes. I know the solution to my problem. I know how to walk through my problem.
There you have it. You just watched the video of the illegally suspended governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara. Well, this video is a very sad one as far as I am concerned, because for a governor that was duly elected, a governor that is in charge of the state, to now be sounding helpless, to now be sounding hopeless, to be sounding defeated in a democracy, that itself leaves much to be desired from the Nigerian system. And if you are supporting or you are mocking Siminalayi Fubara, you never know what can happen tomorrow. Tomorrow, you can have a governor that you like and a bad precedent has been set. And if this kind of thing that is happening to Siminalayi Fubara now happens to the governor that you like, then you'll be crying foul. And that's why it's not good to kind of like support the wrong thing. And to my mind, I believe that the president acted wrongly in Rivers State. If you look at it very well, there are states that are bringing a lot of edict to Nigerians more than Rivers State. Nothing has happened in those states, but then you declare a state of emergency in Rivers State. So for me, the president action is not right. It is sad to see that a governor is sounding helpless, is sounding hopeless, is sounding defeated. Governor of a state like Rivers State, I must add, a state like Rivers State, a productive state, a prosperous state, a state that is rich in oil, and you now see the governor now sounding helpless and hopeless and defeated. That shows that a lot is wrong with our system. It shows that a lot is wrong with our democracy, and it shows that if you don't fall into the right clique, there's nothing to protect you. The constitution, would protect you. The institutions will not protect you, and the judiciary that is supposed to protect you, the judiciary will not easily answer to your case. What is there? Interpret the constitution. Is the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu right or wrong? This thing can be done within 3 days or even 4 days. It is to interpret the constitution. Don't forget that in Kenya, when the presidential election was held, the Supreme Court of Kenya adjudicated that particular election, and they gave a verdict. And I think the verdict at that time wasn't even in favor of the incumbent president. That is how judiciary should behave. The judiciary should step in as soon as possible, so that if your right is breached upon, you won't suffer too much. A situation whereby a governor will be sounding, helpless and hopeless, that is not good enough. And if you look at it, Fubara can't just give up. Let's be sincere with ourselves. Fubara cannot just give up like that. In a society where politics is lucrative, it is easy for you to say that, well, do you know whether I want to go back there? In fact, I don't even want it and all that. No, let us be real. You see, if you are yet to taste power, you are yet to know how power feels like, you can say that, oh, you don't want power. But if you have tasted power and you know what it means, the benefit of being office of a governor, how people will be worshiping you in court, how people will be revering you, lots of appointments, a lot of things. You are in charge, you are in control. You will not say that you just want to leave just like that. I don't trust Nigerian politicians. I don't trust the integrity of Siminalayi Fubara or his sincerity to that extent, coming from the fact that Siminalayi Fubara is one of the political boy of Nyesom Wike before they had issues with each other. So if you are a political disciple of Wike, Wike is somebody that holds on to power perpetually. So you cannot now tell me that, having graduated from the political school of Wike, you just decide to let go of power just like that. So I see that Siminalayi Fubara may be speaking to attract sympathy. And in terms of sympathy, should we really sympathize with Siminalayi Fubara? Nyesom Wike before you receive power from him. So ordinarily, nobody is supposed to sympathize with Siminalayi Fubara. And when I sympathize with him, it is not mainly Siminalayi Fubara, but the future of Nigeria's democracy. It is because of the bad precedents that is being set. It is because of we are making men powerful rather than making our institutions powerful. In the sense that we are giving power to men that have used their time and have left the office. We are breeding godfathers, and so much as there is godfather, people that are in political office, we always pay a debt of political gratitude. And you want to hear the truth? Debt of political gratitude, they know they pay and finish. Especially if you have an insatiable political godfather. So Siminalayi Fubara, as much as one would like to pity him, the market before you buy am. You see am, yet you buy am. You can't buy the market, you carry and go out. At the end of the day, you can't dey cry. Who force you to buy the market? Why don't you reject Nyesom Wike's offer when he offered to make you governor? So for me, I just have pity for Nigeria's democracy and the future of it. And Siminalayi Fubara will say, oh, he doesn't want power. In a society where power is everything, power is almost everything in Nigeria. So I don't believe Siminalayi Fubara. And he says, oh, he doesn't really want the power. Oga, sincerely, if you don't want the power, resign. If you don't have the right, when you are still occupying the office, or they are still calling you with the name of that office, and you are now kind of like telling people to keep quiet. No, you resign. If you know that you don't want to be governor of Rivers State again, just resign. When you resign, your disciples will give up. People that and people that believe in you will give up, but you don't want, and you are yet to resign. Definitely, it shows that you are not being sincere. And so long as your disciples are losing out, there is a lot of people, a lot of heads, a lot of destiny attached to you. As you are not occupying that office, they are losing out. So you don't expect those people not to speak. You don't expect those people not to protest. They will protest. So for you trying to silence them, definitely at the end of the day, it may not work, because those people, they are bitter because some of them have already planned. Politics is a very lucrative business in Nigeria. And if you look at it well, some people would have planned their lives. Some people would have planned the amount of car, the amount of this, the amount of that they want to have. And suddenly, you are no longer the governor, and you expect that such people will keep quiet. Of course, they won't. So my word is resign if you don't want the position. But before you resign, Siminalayi Fubara, Your Excellency, as they say in Nigeria, I must tell you that a man must stand for something. You see, men that made history, men that are in the history book, they did something new. They did something unexpected. They were innovative. That is why they made it into the history. So a man must stand for something. In the history of Rivers State, when they mention 2023 to till now, and maybe in the next years or so, they will mention Siminalayi Fubara as the duly elected governor. So a man must stand for something. You are already a governor. The worst you can be is a former governor. Stand and at least fight for yourself. Stand at least fight for the integrity of Nigeria's democracy. They said the judiciary is the last hope of the common man. At least you can still wait and see what the judiciary would say. So don't kind of like just say, oh, well, this, that, I just kind of like, want to let go and all that. Well, it is up to you, but a man, as I said, must stand for something. So you must be decisive if you want to be part of history. And lastly, I must say, Wike should be magnanimous in victory, in the sense that there will be no peace in Rivers State if Nyesom Wike does not want peace. That's just the truth. So Nyesom Wike should be magnanimous in victory. You have used your own time as governor. You enjoyed all the rights and privilege. Why would you want to hinder Siminalayi Fubara from enjoying his right and privilege as governor as well? Let him be his own man. And as for Siminalayi Fubara, well, you either resign rather than come to the public of crime. You either resign or, as I said, a man must stand for something. It's been an interesting time with you on this episode. Subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past video. See you in my next video. I love you all sincerely.